So in this video, I think we're just going to go over how to add and delete pages. So as you can see, our site has a home, about, services, contact, take action type thing here. And we can go to each one of these pages and see, how they look. They're all going to be a little different. But I'll show you how we can go into the pages section in the dashboard. So just hover over your site name, go to dashboard, so we can get in the back end of the site within WordPress, and go to the pages section. So if we get in here, we can see all of the pages that our site has: about, contact, home. I created this just as a, earlier, so you probably won't have this. This probably comes with every site, privacy policy, but this sample page is something that, isn't in our navigation. It just came with the site. So if we want to view this, we can easily view our pages. This one is a sample page that came with the site, like I said, and there's not much to it. It's pretty basic, and we don't really need this page. So if we go back in their browser, we can go back to where we were, and we can actually hover over the page name and click trash. And then if we actually go into the trash, we can go in here and we can find that sample page and actually do delete permanently from the trash can. We're actually in the trash right now. And that's how you would permanently delete a page from your website. So now I'm going to show you how to create pages, how to add pages. So if we're in the pages area of our dashboard, the back end of our site, we can actually do add new up here. And maybe I will just, let's see here. Make sure that you're actually in the pages section. I think I might still be in the trash. Okay, here we go. So go to add new. And this is where we add our title for our web page. So maybe I want a pricing page. And then one other thing we have to remember, there's quite a bit of things over here. Most of this you don't have to worry about. This is the slug. Which is actually the URL. So it'll basically be that extension on your URL of the page that you're on. So luckily it kind of just takes whatever title you have and puts that as your slug. There's some other things in here, we don't really need to worry about. But open up Astra settings and go to transparent header. One thing we have to worry about with this is our site does have a transparent header, so we need to tell this page that our site has a transparent header. So we have to go all the way down, scroll all the way down, and push enabled here. And that will kind of tell this page that our site has that transparent header, so that all of our content on our page will kind of flow behind it as we scroll. And you'll see what I'm talking about later. And after this, we can click on the Edit with Elementor button up here. And it should take us to this page that we just created called Pricing. And it's blank, but it has the Elementor sidebar here open. And so this is looking good. So now I'll show you kind of a quick way to fill in this page, any page that you make. Any new page that you end up making that looks blank like this. So we'll just press on the S here, and we can actually go into this pages section and actually look through all these sites, and we can look at all the pages on these sites, and we can actually kind of steal pages from these sites and just import them into our page that we just made. So one good thing to do is just to go over here to this drop down and push free, so we can view all the free sites. And maybe I need to find something that seems like it might have a pricings page. So I might have to search around in here to actually find what I'm looking for. I might have to pause it. There might be one in here. So maybe something like this would be good. Maybe I want to use something really similar to this page. You can click on it to kind of preview it like I am here, and then we can actually click on Import Template And it'll take a little bit for that to import. But once it's done, we will see that it's basically been imported into my website. And it's taken on all of the styling of my website. So it's taken on the same colors that I had set for my web page, this green color, and I can easily change the text up here by clicking on it and changing it. And I can edit all of these things, to my liking. So luckily, that's a kind of a fast way of creating a page by taking from other sites that you like, instead of having to make everything from scratch. So that's a nice option for you guys to explore and experiment with. So I would suggest kind of sitting down and really thinking about, what pages do you need on your website? Maybe it's just going to be super simple. You're just going to have a contact page, a home page, and a, works page, which would have all of your design work or something. But if you have more pages that you want, think about which pages you want, add those to your site, and begin kind of filling them out by going into that little S icon and adding in pages from other web pages. It's a quick way of doing it. I'll kind of show you another little trick we can do here. So we're on that same page, that pricing page that we just created. If we don't want this background image, we can easily hover over it and delete. We can also click on it and view the title, which is here. We can make it any kind of link here, the H1. We can make the alignment center. We can go into the styles, change the text color at the page level. We can go into advanced and potentially add motion effects to different things. So there's entrance animations that you can do. The background, we can click here to change the image. We can create, borders and different things. Another thing we can do, we can scroll down. So there's just different sections, and what kind of section you're in. Basically, how we created sections in our HTML websites. That's kind of what these blue things are. So there's a section here. We can edit this here or just click in there. Here's a section as well. If I wanted to completely delete it, I just push this X. If I want to add something on top of it, I can add a section on top very easily. I don't really want this, so I can hover over this area. There's, you can see how many columns are here. If you hover, you get like this little box here. But let's say I don't want this, so I can just quickly delete it, super easy. And then if I want to add a section, not just an entire page, but just in a section, we can actually do it here just the same way we did the page. And we can go back in, make sure you're on free, and just kind of go through websites and see, okay, maybe I want something from this website. Maybe it has something, well, let's look at a different one. That one doesn't really have anything that I want. Maybe there's something from one of these sites that I really like and I want to import. So maybe I'll just click here and import template. Probably going to be a little bit too much stuff to bring in, honestly, but we'll just see how it goes. I can easily delete things by pushing the X's and alter them by just either clicking on them and starting to type, or going off to the left-hand menu within Elementor and looking through all the options in there as well.